Hello there, my friends. It's your buddy Phil, project management trainer and coach. Today, we're going to talk about getting back on track. How do you get back on track regarding the PMP exam? You need to clear your thoughts. Some of you have been for training, but you're still confused. The reason is your thoughts are cloudy. We need to delineate what needs to be done to get you PMP certified. There are three broad buckets. One, master the concepts of Agile. This could easily be anywhere from 50 to 90% of your problem. 50 to 90%. Agile is huge. I've spoken to a lot of my graduates and have told me if they didn't understand the Agile manifesto, the values, and the principles, they would have been toast. This is huge on your exam, just understanding the values and the principles, understanding the mindset behind Agile. So if you have not done this one big thing, you need to aggressively get Agile under control. This is the first part of clearing your thoughts. You need to attack the big piece of the exam that everyone is talking about. The second piece is understanding what I will call traditional project management. If you wanted to, you could call this basic project management. By basic project management, we're talking about the nuts and bolts of project management, understanding things in this fashion. First of all, understand what is project management. Then, who does project management? Then understanding the why behind project management. And then the how of project management. Let me explain these really quickly for you. Project management is the application of knowledge and skills, tools, techniques, leadership, principles, your abilities, everything, willpower, grit, motivation, inspiration. You are applying that knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques. You are applying that to project activities in order to deliver a deliverable, which in turn gives benefits. And in turn, that amounts to value. And you know what? That delivers some sort of outcome for the customer. Understanding this can free your mind to really focus on the next step, the who. Who does project management? Project management is carried out by a variety of individuals, but at the helm of this discussion, we have the project manager, who we will refer to as the PM. To get a good grasp of this, understand the role of the project manager. Look for my video about the role of project management and the project manager, which is chapter 3 in the PMBOK Guide 6th edition. If you understand chapter 3, which is a very easy read, you will be on a much higher level to grasp the concepts of leadership and management. We lead people, we manage things. But the PMBOK guide tells us that the top 2% of project managers who are voted as the best of the best by their peers and bosses, they exemplify great leadership and great communication skills. So this is to fine-tune your mind to how to get back on track. When you understand who does project management, ask why in the first place. Why do we need project management? If you don't manage a project intentionally, you will run into problems. But the bottom line is that a project moves you from your current state to your future state. Project management helps you to move from where you currently are as a firm, as a business unit, to where you want to be, your future state. Project management helps you achieve that. Project management is acting responsibly, being a good custodian of whatever resources have been entrusted to you. This takes us to number 4. How do we do project management? So let us address the how of project management. In the very first step of clarifying what you need to be doing, we talked about Agile. Agile is just one of the vehicles. This second vehicle of traditional project management is about the how. And I have to tell you, you understand the how really well, not by studying the 7th edition. The how project management is done is explained better in the 6th edition, believe it or not. It's not the latest and the greatest that's the best. In fact, the latest and the greatest may not help you to effectively pass the test. For that reason, my friends, you want to pick up this understanding of the 6th edition process groups and knowledge areas. I've talked about this quite a lot on the channel. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos where I'm either explaining a process group or a knowledge area. The reason why I do this is people learn by hearing things multiple times in different ways. So to get your mind in the right place for the exam, understand the core concepts. In order to effectively manage a project from a traditional sense, we often think about the iron triangle. Now, the way I look at the iron triangle, I look at scope being what we're doing. So I put that at the base. I can put schedule on this side and cost on this side. And project management understands that in order to increase the scope, if for any reason a client asks you to do that, there needs to be an equal, relevant increase in either schedule by a factor of X or cost by a factor of Y minus A in order to effect a change in scope of B. In other words, for you to effect a change of B in scope, it's going to be a factor of an increase of X plus Y minus A. This is how you need to think about project management. And the how is about juggling the constraints and the factors and the powers that be. Now, if we were going to put this into an image, We could think about it like this. Project management has got different facets, but they can all be bucketized somewhere into initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Now, within this pentagon, if you will, there are a number of elements. We have the elements of integrating the project, understanding the scope of the project, understanding the scheduling and the cost of the project, understanding the concept of quality, understanding the concept of resources, understanding the concept of communications, understanding the wild card, I call it, of risk in the middle, because risk is huge. It cuts across everything. Understanding the concept of procurements and stakeholder management. Understanding that as a project manager, you need to effectively coordinate and combine the pieces of the project. You need to effectively think about scope and account for it, schedule, cost, think about quality, think about resources that you need for the project, communications, the big R, risk, procurement, and stakeholder management. If you're able to gather your thoughts about these areas from a pragmatic point of view, you are on your way to taking the exam and conquering the exam. Now, you need to put more meat on the bone, of course. You need to have some more flesh around that bone. That is why I would recommend topping up on what I'm sharing with you here by joining the half-day boot camp. And you can join this half-day boot camp at hpmexam.com. Why do we call it HPM exam? Because it's a hybrid project management exam. The PMP is a hybrid project management exam when you boil it down. So join us at this half-day boot camp to put some more meat on this bone. These boot camps hold very often. This is going to help you put some more finesse on what I've shown you today. The last piece of the puzzle is the hybrid project management piece. Being a hybrid project manager is almost like being a superhero. There are certain superheroes we call shapeshifters. You're able to shift from being agile in delivery to traditional and then back again, and you just get the more powerful. In hybridprojectmanagement.com, hpmexam.com, we will sensitize you to how to shapeshift from predictive to agile and back, because that's what a lot of people struggle with. They don't understand how hybrid works. And hybrid works by having a neutral perspective, a humanistic perspective, combining the principles that you learn from the world of Agile, the 12 principles, the 4 values, combining that with the understanding of PMI's principles. It's like having the 12 principles of Agile and an understanding of the 12 principles that the PMI espouses in the PMBOK guide. So, my friends, you can get certified as a PMP. It is not hard. All I ask you to do is give yourself a chance to learn, to expand, and to grow. HPM exam. It's a half-day boot camp. And in this course, we will get you to ship shape for you to get all the pieces that you need across people, process, and business. And on top of that, to be able to wrap this up into the agile, hybrid, predictive umbrella. Go on down right now to hpmexam.com. Don't miss a beat. Let's get this show on the road and let's get you to ship shape for your PMP exam. hpmexam.com.